No, first of all, Ugandans still appreciate the national resistance movement, and we are in a multi-party dispensation, and the opposition is free to organize and compete for political space and political power. But whether the opposition unites under one candidate or they remain divided, it does not help them a lot. It does not help them a lot, and therefore, as NRM, we are now focused on delivering services. We are focused on ensuring that the manifesto upon which Ugandans voted us is implemented and translated into service delivery to the satisfaction of Ugandans. And I am sure majority of Ugandans appreciate where we have come from and where NRM has taken the country. So the opposition, in my view, still has a long way to go, because even their major weakness is that they do not exhibit genuine ideological strength to persuade Ugandans that if the opposition took over, they are able to do greater work than what NRM is doing. Many of them, if not all, base their campaign of saying the President Museveni must go, NRM must go, but Ugandans ask, so what? Is that the major issue, or the issue is having a government which is concerned about the welfare of Ugandans and which tries its level best to address the needs of Ugandans, which NRM is doing. But from the manifestos of the opposition parties and formations, you don't see anything strong coming out that if they were to go into power, they would do something fundamentally different or fundamentally persuasive to Ugandans, for Ugandans to think that they have a better superior agenda. No, I think they have not reached that point, and therefore we are very hopeful and certain that Ugandans shall not be diverted. They will stick to the NRM as we deliver services and continue to improve the quality of life of Ugandans.
This idea of political parties forming alliances, the way it is done in the paper, do you encourage that in Uganda, or do you see it happening in Uganda?
Well, I thought the ideological outlook from party to party are different. Kenya has its own history and Kenya has its own dynamics, which are far different from the dynamics here in Uganda. So whether they form an alliance, I don't think it will work. It could have worked for Kenya, because sometimes Kenya politics is hinged on ethnic politics and tribalistic politics, which is not necessarily the case here in Uganda. Here NRM has united Ugandans. Those tribal and ethnic kind of politics cannot work here in Uganda. So if they base on Kenya, they will get it wrong. So for us in NRM, like I have said, we are focused on serving Ugandans. And we are not very much bothered whether the opposition unites or disunites. If you are a unit which adds up to 5, and you present yourself as 5%, even if you decided to split and say 1 has split, 2 has split, and 1 has split, when you add, you again come back to 5. So it doesn't matter whether they go separate, whether they unite. I don't think that they have reached a level where they have that numerical strength to outweigh NRM. No way, no way. It doesn't amount to anything. In any case, even in the past, I'm sure Bobby Wine has been supporting a message, so there will be nothing new. And even if he offers himself as a presidential candidate, what mark, for instance, has he made in Parliament? He's now a parliamentarian with us, but you hardly hear him bring any proposals in Parliament. He's more active on the street than in the Parliament where he was elected. He can't even speak in the Parliament. He can't move a motion. So I'm sure he's feeling the heat. That's why he could be withdrawing from the presidential race. But whether he stands for president or whether he joins Dr. Kizza Besigye or any other opposition leader, it amounts to nothing. It amounts to nothing. ours will remain focused as NRM, focused on the delivery of services to Ugandans, and I'm sure Ugandans are able to differentiate the party which is for them and those who are just making noise for the sake.